Hi friends, welcome to NABARD Grade B. We are back with yet another very important lecture for the current affairs series. So this time it's the latest, the month of August. Okay, so we bring out one of some of the most important MCQs from the month of August for your ESI and ARD. So this would be the part one in the series. So let's begin, right? With the first question. Recently, August 2021, CSIR inaugurated a naturally ventilated polyhouse facility for horticulture crop at which of the following place? Ludhiana, Lucknow, Kanpur, Bhopal, Kolhapur. Right? So I hope this is very latest. You already know the answer. If you know, you are preparing very wonderfully, right? But if you do not know, then please follow our current affair material where we have covered every bits of current affair that is required for your ESI and ARD thoroughly with the static part of it, right? So now let us understand what's naturally ventilated polyhouse facility, right? So see, so these are the horticulture crops. So let's ओके हाइपोथेटिकल डायग्राम क्या होता है वेदर के मार के लिए सो एक मेकशिफ्ट बनाया जाता है एंड ये जो होता है ना ये रिट्रैक्टेबल इसको खोल भी सकते हैं तो नेचुरली वेंटिलेटेड राइट फ्रॉम हियर द एयर कैन कम सो इट्स नॉट कवर्ड बट यस अगेन इट एक्ट्स एज ए शील्ड वेदर के दिस क्रॉप्स बच जाते हैं राइट वेदर के मार से ये क्रॉप बच जाता है थ्रू दिस naturally ventilated polyhouse facility which act as a shield. तो ये कहाँ पे inaugurate किया है? Look, this question can be also framed as that who has inaugurated it, right? So let's see the answer first, then the description. So the answer is Ludhiana, Punjab. Okay, it is inaugurated in the state of Punjab in the city Ludhiana. So who has inaugurated it? Dr. Professor Harish Hirani. Who is he? Director CSIR. Right now. The farmer face number of problems such as excessive or insufficient cold, heat, rain, wind and other factors associated with the insufficient transpiration. Also crop losses in India due to insect pest is about 15% at present, and this loss may increase as climate changes lowers the plant defense system against the insect and pest, right? So ये क्यों किया है to so this will act as a shield towards natural like cold, heat, rain, ठीक है, wind plus pest, right? So this is very important. Now let's move forward with question number 2. Recently, 2021, Ministry for Tribal Affairs Sri Arjun Munda inaugurated a 3-day natural level virtual training for trainers program on Forest Right Act 2006, organized jointly by which of the following intergovernmental organization? Right? So, so the options are United Nations Development Program, United Nations General Assembly, World Bank, Shanghai Cooperation Council और Asian Development Bank, right? So किसके साथ मिलके इसको वर्चुअल जो ट्रेनिंग है वो इनॉग्रेट किया गया, right? So see, every news of the Ministry of Tribal becomes very important because ARD section is specifically for this, right? So, and we have tried to cover it in the our current affair material and also through the MCQ series, right? So, let's see the answer. So, the answer is UNDP, right? UNDP. Let's see the description. Virtual training for trainer program on Forest Right Act 2006. Ministry of Tribal Affairs Shri Arjun Munda inaugurated a 3-day national level virtual training. So, it's a 3-day. On Forest Right Act 2006 as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav Parv in New Delhi. Okay, so where it is inaugurated? It's inaugurated in New Delhi. The virtual training program is being organized jointly by Ministry of Tribal Affairs plus National Tribal Research Institute, New Delhi. Okay, then see there are many current affairs related to this, right? National Tribal Research Institute. So we have covered it. So we will again take it through the MCQ as well. And Tribal Research and Training Institute, Chhattisgarh, and UNDP. Okay, and UN. So let's move forward with question number 3. Identify the incorrect statement regarding Mudra loans. Rupees 3.12 trillion were disbursed to entrepreneurs in FY21. Government has increased it by 3 trillion in current fiscal financial year. Rupees 3.37 trillion was sanctioned in FY 2019-20. Look, to answer this type of question, you will have to know every bits of that current affair, right? And it's very tough to answer this using elimination, right? Because these are very closely associated statements, right? So you will have to know it. So pause the video, try to answer it out because this is latest and I think you know it. Okay, let's see the answer. So the answer is only 2. Means this is the incorrect statement. Government has increased it by 3 trillion in current financial year. This is the incorrect. So what's the right? So the right answer is, the right statement. Let us see the entire description. The government has set the loan disbursement target under the PM Mudra Yojana at rupees 3 trillion for the current financial year as compared to 3.12 trillion sanctioned in FY21. Okay, means it has reduced from 3.21 which was done in the last year. This year it's 3 trillion only. 0.21 trillion less. So that's why this news become important. So why there has been a cut? Okay. Now, out of the 3.12 trillion worth loan sanctioned under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana in the last financial year, 3.12 trillion were disbursed to entrepreneurs according to official data. Means the entire amount that has been sanctioned is disbursed in the economy, right? Nothing is left over. The figure was even higher in the financial year 1920 with loans sanctioned of 3.37 trillion, out of which loans worth 3.29 trillion were disbursed. Understood? So, in the last financial years, 3.37 trillion was sanctioned and 3.29 was disbursed. So, it's in the declining trend. Okay, so you will have to think this is declining. What is the effect on the economy? Okay, so let's move forward to question number 4. What was the theme for the MSME Day celebrated on 27 June every year? Right? So when is MSME Day celebrated? So you can get a phase 1 question of which is an MSME Day, right? So the answer would be 27 June every year. Now, why? Mention it in the comment section, right? Thank you so much for all the response that we are getting in the comment section. So this is your work for the comment section, that why this 27 June has been selected every year as an MSME day. Now, what is the theme for this year, right? So, okay, so very sorry, the answer is already pointed. Indian MSME growth engine of the economy, right? So answer is already pointed here. Okay. Let's move forward and let's look the description. So Micro, Small and Medium Enterprise Day instituted by United Nations General Assembly is celebrated every year on 27 June. Right? Then a virtual conference on the theme Indian MSME growth engine of the economy was organized to celebrate International MSME Day. So it's an International MSME Day and acknowledge the contribution of MSME sector to the Indian economy. Okay. As per the CSO, so these are some of the data points which is very, very important. Share of MSME is in the GVA in all India gross domestic product GDP for the year 2020 is 30%. Okay, so this is why they are known as growth engines of the economy. Okay, and this is why you can see multiple scheme is coming to help the MSME sector because of this huge contribution. Then further, as per 73rd round of National Survey Sample NSS report on unincorporated non-agriculture enterprise, 11.10 crore workers are estimated to be in the MSME sector. So look, the people are dependent heavily on MSME sector. Okay, 11.10 crore, approximately 7 to 8% of Indian population, right? So that is huge in number. So that is the reason MSME is always in focus of the union government and the state governments, right? In terms of government schemes, in terms of money and everything. Okay, so what you have to remember, when is International MSME Day? 27 June. Who have, I mean, instituted it? UNG, United Nations General Assembly. What was the theme this year? Indian MSME growth engine of the economy, right? What is the contribution in the GVA, GDP? In 2020-21, it's 30%. How many people are approximately employed? It's 11.10 crore are estimated to be in the MSME sector. Right? So if you can remember this data, it would be best when you write descriptive in the ARD and ESI section. Data will absolutely make your answer stand out from everyone else. Right? So let us look question number 5. Recently, August 2021, which of the following fruit exported to London, United Kingdom? Kamlam, Baganfali mango, Tasheri mango, pink banana, none of the above. So I hope this is one of the easy question and you can really answer. So let's move forward and see the answer. It's Kamlam. Kamlam is also known as dragon fruit, or dragon fruit is also known as Kamlam in India, right? Now, so dragon fruit exported to London, United Kingdom and Kingdom of Bahrain. Okay. In a major boost to export of exotic fruit, consignment of fiber and minerals, dragon fruit, which was sourced from the farmer of Gujarat and West Bengal. So they can also ask you about the source state. So it's Gujarat and West Bengal. Have been exported to the first time to London, United Kingdom and Kingdom of Bahrain. In India, dragon fruit is also referred to as kamna. Okay. Now, additional information. Earlier in June 2021, a consignment of dragon fruit that was sourced from the farmer of Tatsar village, Sangali district, Maharashtra. Maharashtra is important, right? Sourced from the state of Maharashtra was exported to Dubai. Okay. So, from Maharashtra, it was sent to Dubai. From West Bengal and Gujarat, it is sent to United Kingdom and Kingdom of Bahrain, right? So, at present, dragon fruit is grown mostly in which state? Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, Andaman and Nicobar Island. West Bengal is the new to taking up the cultivation of this exotic fruit, right? So, I guess West Bengal is late taking up the cultivation because this is being cultivated in Bangladesh the most. Okay, Bangladesh the most. And since Bangladesh and West Bengal shares border, West Bengal could have taken it earlier as well, right? So now let's move to question number 6, right? So what is the share of GPA addition to GDP by the agriculture as a whole towards GDP of the nation in financial year 2020 2021. Recently, we have seen for MSME what is it was 30%. Right now, what is agriculture as a whole? This is very important news, and you can expect this maybe in the phase 1 and phase 2. And obviously, if it doesn't comes anywhere, this knowledge is not going in waste, right? So you can obviously mention it in the descriptive paper. So let's see the answer. The answer is 20.20. Okay. So the description is contribution of agriculture sectors toward GDP. As per provisional estimates of annual of national income released by National Statistical Office, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. So MOSPI is the one who gives data. Under it, there is an NSO, right? On 31st May 2021. The share of agriculture and allied sector in GDP, GVA, gross value added of the country during the last 3 years at current price is 20.20, 2019-20, it's 18.4. 2018-19 it's 17.6, right? So I hope this data you are going to remember. So it's 20.2, it's 18.4, it's 17.6, right? So let's move forward to question number 7. Recently, August 2021, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs chaired by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has given its approval for continuation of the revised Samargya Shiksha scheme for a period of 5 years, that is from 2021-22 to 2025-26. When was this scheme launched? So see, there can be the other way of asking for how many period it has been extended or what was the budgetary allocation. Okay, so there can be many way it can ask, but and when it comes to statement based, so there will be 2 to 3 statements and you will have to know each and every detail of this important news, right? So when was this launched, right? So I hope you know this. So let's move forward. This was launched in the year 2018, right? So Union Budget 2018-19 has announced that school education would be treated holistically without segmentation from pre-primary to class 12. It is in this context that department launched the Integrated Scheme for School Education, Samargya Shiksha, in 2018. But this was launched by subsuming the erstwhile centrally sponsored scheme of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and Rashtriya Madhyamik Shiksha Mandal and Teachers Education. So there were 3 schemes, right? So all this combined together in 2018 became Samargya Shiksha Abhiyan, right? So let's move forward with question number 8. As per recent August 2021 release data for Manrega, all the payment made to the beneficiaries are made using e-transfer for all over India except which of the following 2 states. So very important. Okay, any news related to Manrega is important, right? So it's Chhattisgarh and Manipur, or Chhattisgarh and Bihar, or Bihar and Manipur, or Kerala and Chhattisgarh, or Jharkhand and Bihar. So if you have read it once or twice, again it becomes tough by looking at the very closely options, right? So you cannot make the calculative guess when it comes to such close options. So let's see the answer. So the answer is Chhattisgarh and Manipur. So these are the only 2 states in India where the payments are being made in cash still, right? The e-transfer of fund system is implemented all over India except 4 IAP districts of Chhattisgarh and 24 blocks of Manipur state, where the cash payment is still going on with the permission of Government of India. Means only 4 districts and 42 blocks of Manipur. That's it, not the entire state. Okay. So at present, 99.7% payment is made through e-transfer. So this was the news coming up. So if you have been following newspaper very closely, so this is the news that 99.7% of the payment is made through e-transfer. So we often tend to remember this 99.7, but we forget the small data. So where is this 0.3% going? So it is the 4 district of Chhattisgarh and 42 blocks of the state of Manipur, where this 0.3% is going as cash with the permission obviously from Government of India, right? Then let's go to question number 9. As per the 15th Finance Commission recommendation, the Union Government has shared rupees dash crore as devolution to the state government for Q1 financial year 22. So if you look this question, so this is a static as well and this is current affair as well. So this was since finance commission 15 is important when it comes to your syllabus, and also it is important because this is there in the current affair. So in the financial year 22 Q1, what is the amount that Government of India has devoluted, right, as per the recommendation of 15 Finance Commission? Okay. So again, these are some database question. If you know it, that's good. If you do not know, it becomes very tough to make some calculative risk. So let's say the answer. The answer is 1.17 trillion is the amount. Okay. Now, if you have not watched our video in the YouTube channel where we have explained the 15 Finance Commission in depth, spend some time there. I hope everything related to 15 Finance Commission would be clear. Okay. So, devolution accounts for just 22% of gross tax revenue in the first quarter. Center gross tax revenue nearly doubled in the first quarter of financial year 21-22 compared to last year. Transfer to state in the form of devolution declined by 12.3%, not required. Okay. So what is center's collection or why it is declined, how much it has given to the state is not important. The important is it has devoluted rupees 1.17 trillion to the states compared to 1.37 trillion last year. Okay, and why this is done? This is done because of the recommendation of 15th Finance Commission, right? Now, let's move forward with the last question. A task force to lay down the framework for agri-stack in India is constituted by the Union government under the chairmanship of whom? Shri Amitabh Kant, Shri Sanjay Agarwal, Shri Love Agarwal, Shri J. Satyanarayan, or none of the above. So, who is the one heading the task force for agri-stacks in India, right? So, the answer is Shri Sanjay Agarwal. Okay. So see, this is not the common name in the news. What is the common name in the news? Amitabh Kant, related to Niti Aayog. Love Agarwal, the health secretary, right? So in the period of Corona, this IAS used to come in the news almost daily. J. Satyanarayan. So, no, J. Satyanarayan is also not the common name in the news, but yes, Sri Amitabh Khan and Love Agarwal is, right? So, we often tend to mark this taking some calculative risks. Yes, I have read somewhere or something like that, but Sri Sanjay Agarwal is the right answer. So, India's digital ecosystem for agriculture, IDEA. Government is in process of finalizing India's digital ecosystem for agriculture, which will lay down a framework for agri-stack. Okay. The ecosystem shall help the government in effective planning towards increasing the income of farmer in particular and improving the efficiency of agriculture sector as a whole. Okay, a task force under the chairmanship of Sri Sanjay Agrawal. Who is he? He is the Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, and co-chairmanship of Sri J. Satyanarayan is the former Secretary, MEITI. Okay, has been constituted in, so absolutely that is not important. What is important is Sri Sanjay Agarwal. Who is he? He is the secretary for the agriculture ministry, right? So this is formed. So with this, we have come to the end of this lecture. Before I say goodbye, I would like to remind you to visit the website and look up on our course for NABARD Grade A and Grade B. Right. So this is one of the most economical and best course available in the country. Why I say the best course? Uh, we would not say, rather we would ask you to go ahead and check by yourself by downloading the app from Google Play Store and going to our YouTube channel. You can find some uh, reviews of the students who are working on the respective organization and they have given the review of our course in a video. So you can watch them and make a fair decision. With this, thank you and happy learning. Let's meet in the other lecture.